The Philippines and Japan agreed to pursue a peaceful resolution of their territorial disputes with China. Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert De Rosario bared this before newsmen after the courtesy call of his visiting Japanese counterpart Fumio Kishida on President Malacanang. This is Kishida's first overseas trip since his appointment to the post. Added details from Rocky Ignacio.
Agreed to enhance cooperation in maritime security, tourism, trade, and investments. President Aquino met visiting Japanese Foreign Minister Fumio Kishida in Malacanang today. Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert De Rosario confirmed that the meeting also focused on the controversial issue of territorial dispute at the West Philippine Sea. But De Rosario claimed both countries have agreed for a peaceful resolution on the matter. Like the Philippines, Japan has a territorial role with China.
We talked about the challenges that we appear to be facing in view of the assertions being made by China, and we did express, as I said, in the bilateral meetings that what our strategies are and how consistent we were. I think there's a mutual agreement that we should pursue a peaceful resolution to disputes, and we're trying to find out what the right formulation is.
De Rosario said President Aquino believes that a stronger Japan will serve as a counterbalance to ensure regional stability. The president had pushed for freedom of navigation in the region during the 21st ASEAN Summit held in Cambodia. During the meeting, the Japanese government renewed its commitment to improve the Philippine Coast Guard capacity through trainings and augmentation of new communication system equipment for maritime safety.
Well, I think we're already receiving a significant measure of assistance and support from Japan in terms of capacity building for the Coast Guard. I'm referring to the Coast Guard. Capacity building in terms of training, and as I said, we have this communication system that Japan will be funding that will provide for a greater maritime safety element as far as the Coast Guard is concerned.
Aside from security issues, Japan expressed interest in investments in the Philippines given the country's improved economic environment. Meanwhile, China expressed a willingness for a joint development at the West Philippine Sea. But De Rosario stressed the government is open for the proposal in accordance with the Philippine law.
I think we're clear on that, or I thought we were. When we speak of what's possible, there are service contracts there that have been put out by the government, which is in accordance with Philippine law. Now, provided they do a joint venture with a holder of this service contract, and they adhere to all the conditions of the service contract, which is consistent with Philippine law and not in violation of our Constitution, I think that might be workable.
Japan also supports the peace process in Mindanao. Philippines is one of the biggest recipients of Japan's Official Development Assistance, or ODA.
The Japanese are very committed. As you know, Japan is the only country that is present in the IMT and in the ICG. They are in a big way to the ongoing negotiations, and they also are very committed to helping in terms of the development programs there.
Meanwhile, President Aquino extends his invitation for Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe for a state visit. For the People's Television, Rocky Ignacio.